On the contrary, you know 50 words. Okay, let's take half of the quantity. You know 50 new words and you are comfortable using them. You're confident enough to use them. You are able to use them while speaking English. Now, this scenario is much better than scenario number 1. Why? Because this is aiding your speaking. It's helping you speak better. It's helping you speak for a longer time because you have a variety of words to use. You have content with you. Our words are our content to speak, right? If you do not know what to call a particular thing, how would you speak about it? If you do not know particular vocabulary for some action verbs, vocabulary for some names, or anything related to your feelings, if you do not know how to name it in English, how would you speak? That means vocabulary is important, and you have to get comfortable with the vocabulary that you're learning. Now, getting comfortable with that word is very important. So, you must know the meaning. You must know the context, which is very important. You must know the correct pronunciation, and you should have some example sentences that you have spoken out loud. Take up the word. Speak it 3 times at least when you learn a word. Speak it out loud 3 times, 4 times. Take up the example sentences. Speak them out loud. Practice this will help you become comfortable with that word. This will help you develop a memory of that word, how to speak it, your muscle memory, your mind memory, right? So this is very important. This will become an active part of your memory, active vocabulary. So get comfortable with the words that you know, and you'll see a huge difference in the way you speak English. Now, number 2, don't just practice. Speak. Do not just practice speaking. Actually speak English in a real-life situation. That is very important. A lot of times, people do lots and lots of speaking practice. They are doing it, but then they are not applying it anywhere in real life. They are hesitant. See, you have to take that first step. I know it's going to be difficult. It will not be easy. You might have second thoughts. You might think, okay, let me get a little bit better. Let me do some more practice, and then I'll try speaking English in the real world. This doesn't work like that. You have to go out and speak. That is the thing. You're doing your speaking practice. That is like a test drive. You are learning how to drive, right? You're learning everything, learning how to drive, and then you are in this particular driving school. You are in this field where you are free to do whatever you want. Practicing, you have done everything. Now, when the first time you're going to go onto that road, this is the real-life situation. You have different feelings. Even if you felt like a pro while practicing in that field, which was empty or maybe full of people like you who were learning how to drive, you had so much space. Everything was according to your comfort level, wasn't it? But then, when you are going onto a highway, now it's the real life. You'll have different feelings. You might feel like, okay, this is something that I need to do differently. What will happen? You'll have second thoughts. The same thing happens here in speaking English. You are just doing a test drive when you are practicing. It's just your practice driving. Practicing English. The real race begins when you speak in real-life situations. That is the real race. That is the real situation, and you have to face it. But once you start speaking in real-life situations, you'll gain confidence because you have a backup. You are constantly practicing. You are speaking. You know that one day you're going to speak so fluently, absolutely fluently, and you are achieving that goal. You can see those steps, the steps that you are taking, the steps of improvement, right? You can see that, and that is what we want. So do not just practice. Don't do just your speaking practice sitting in your room, speaking out loud. That's very important. But at the same time, you also have to speak in real-life situations. So do not forget to do that. Speaking in real-life situations. Now, see, technique number 3 is to listen. Listen and listen some more. That is, listen, listen, listen. That's it. Listen. See, the first step of speaking English is not speaking. A lot of people think that speaking is the first step. I also tell you to speak from day one. But if you want to speak from day one, you need to listen first. Listening is very important. If you do not have any kind of model, how would you speak? You know your native language because you've listened to a lot of good models of that language. You've heard it from birth. Right from birth, a baby listens to the sounds of his or her native language, constant listening to a model. Can you see? So much intake of information through the ears. The person is listening constantly until that baby reaches school at the age of 4 or 5, the preschool age. So until that time, the child is listening to so much stuff in the native language. That means listening is important to understand a language and then to speak a language. Why is listening important? When we are speaking, we're producing sounds. If we do not listen to good models of those sounds, how are we going to produce those same sounds? It's going to be difficult. That means the more you listen to a language, the more fluent you'll become in speaking. The more you listen to good English, the more it's going to stay with you in your mind. All the sounds, the pronunciation, the words, the vocabulary, the phrases, the sentence structure. Everything is going to be there in your subconscious mind. The more you listen to English, the more it will become comfortable for you to speak English. Plus, you'll get so much content, and this is going to be like natural training for you in English. Naturally, you're acquiring the language. The most natural way to acquire a language is through listening to that language a lot. Listen to it. Listening is very important because, again, it's not about written language. We're not just writing it. No, we are speaking it. And speaking means, like I've told you, to produce sounds, pronunciation, your intonation, the stress, the rhythm. Everything matters a lot, and that particular thing comes from listening to a language. The more you listen, the more you are able to understand the language, the pronunciation, everything. Your brain automatically tells you that you have to speak. Now, you've listened to so much, you have gained so much input. Now it's time for the output. So, you have to gain input through listening a lot. Listening is very important because it's about speaking. We're right now talking about speaking. You have good grammar. You might have so many words with you. You might have learned a lot of vocabulary, you know about grammar, and you have read a lot of things. Everything has been done. Now this is the time to polish the speaking skill because all of the other skills are now there with you. But this skill, the skill that is an art, is still left to be polished. And for this you have to listen. Listen to good English. Listen to good models of English. You can listen to either a professional who speaks English, or you can listen to any native person who speaks English. That means you can listen to a lot of English interviews if they are a good source of English. If the person is absolutely fluent in English, you can listen to them. If a person is a professional, that's the work of that person to speak in English. You can listen to that person. If you are watching a movie in English, obviously there are native people in there. The actors and actresses and all that. So yes, that is a good model of English for you. Listening to songs is also a good model of English for you. So good models of English listening are absolutely important if you want to speak English fluently. Now, tip number 4, the last technique is to train your subconscious mind for English. Training your subconscious mind is important because it is our subconscious mind that picks up a language and makes it easy for us to speak that language. So basically, your subconscious mind is trained for your native language. It's naturally trained for your native language. Whatever you're speaking in your native language, you're not thinking about it really. You do not have to make any kind of effort. You do not have to search for proper words. You do not have to search for a context. You know which word to use in which context. If this particular word is polite, if this word is rude, if this word is humorous, you know it when it's your native language. You know which word to use in which context, and it comes so naturally. If you want to show surprise, that will come naturally to you. If you want to show shock, that will come naturally to you. If you want to show sarcasm, that will also come naturally to you in your native language. Now, the same level of comfort, the same level of ease, must be achieved in the English language. Once you achieve it, you'll become fluent in the English language. You'll speak English effortlessly. You'll speak English fluently if your subconscious mind is trained enough for the English language. Because now, you don't have to make any effort for it every single time you want to say something. You will not be thinking about it first. No, you won't be thinking about it first. You won't be searching for a sentence structure. You won't be searching for a particular word or phrase. You would not translate it. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes the reaction comes in our native language, and then we translate. That is a particular problem area. And this creates a lag, a kind of gap between thinking and speaking. And that is what we have to eliminate so that it comes to you naturally. You can speak English in a natural way, an absolutely natural way. So training your subconscious mind is very important if you want to speak English fluently, because this is going to make you so comfortable while speaking English that your focus will be on your speaking. What you want to speak, what you are trying to say, searching for words, everything. All that would not matter because this is going to come so naturally from the back of your mind. Everything will be retrieved from your memory in just the click of your finger.